In our video today, a bit about how drone data can be used for building geological models. So in this case we have some outcrop information that has been sent by one of our customers. In this case we want to use this outcrop information, which is an OBJ with some texture information, and as you can see it shows the clear structures within the outcrop still, and all the vegetation and everything. So you have a lot of information available that you can then use for building geological models. So in this case, what we'll demonstrate is how you can actually draw on this outcrop surface. So we select the outcrop surface here that we want to draw on. As you can see, it's highlighted now, so we can start drawing on the surface directly. And I think the update is a bit slow as we're capturing the screen while we're doing this, so the drawing is lagging behind a little bit. But what we're doing is we're digitizing a number of points along a bedding plane, and as you can see, you don't have the bedding plane visible over the complete range of the outcrop. So what we'll do is we break it up into pieces where we can actually see the bedding plane, so we can zoom in a bit more if we need to. We estimate that the bedding plane continues here in this next section. And this way we can follow the bedding plane across the full outcrop data that we have. And that's why you see the advantage of using photogrammetry to create a 3D model of this outcrop this way. So you could actually use drones to do it. There's plenty of examples where drones are being used for this type of work. But you could actually use your own camera, even your mobile phone probably as well. If you want to have more information on that, we can bring you into contact with people that can help you out on that. So what we're doing here is just continuing the digitizing of the bedding plane. We'll just follow it across until we have digitized all the areas that are visible and where we can clearly see a particular bedding plane that we're interested in. Of course, this is just a single bed that we're digitizing at the moment, but you could just repeat the same exercise for all the bedding planes here that are visible. So we just highlight what we just digitized here, so we can see even around corners we've digitized on that surface, because all the points that we're drawing are actually snapped to that surface directly. So now the idea is to actually create a full bedding plane out of this. For that we need to have a look at the orientation. By default, what we call the point normals are actually extending out of the surface that you're drawing on. In this case, that's not what you want. If we're using the implicit surfaces, we need to have the point normals in the direction of the Younging direction of the geology. So we reorient them. So we do that string by string. So this seems a bit tedious, but it allows you quite a bit of flexibility, because if you see that the orientation is different different parts of the outcrop, you could actually take that into account at this stage. So you can have a slightly different angle here, or just set it back to what you want. So basically what you're doing is you're looking down a plunge on or down dip at the bedding plane, and then we press the button called Align Orientation. So this is only added in version 3.08. Just releasing together with this video. And now you can see that the orientation is all pretty roughly upwards, so along the outcrop almost. And this we can then use for creating an implicit surface. So in this case we'll use the planar surface from points for this. So take that digitized outcrop information, so the model boundary, then we'll give this a name. So we call this we have contact already, so we call this contact surf to the presented surface. In this case, we do it from organized points, and this is an important step because the organized points means that we've used the orientation that we've just set to drive the surface creation. So now, after running it, you can see that you have a good approximation of the bedding plane. Not entirely happy with some of the step-like features in this surface. What we'll do is add an extra step, so we'll do some extra smoothing afterwards. And for this smoothing step, we actually snap them back to the initial contact point, so we just ignore the warnings, and we'll call this the smoothed version. Do 100 iterations, quite a few. And then we run this. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, there we go. And now we have this one, and it looks a lot smoother, a lot nicer. It's a good model first approach to be able to use it in a geological model. But as you can see, it's extruding all the way out of the outcrop as well. So what we'll do now is actually clip this part at the front of the outcrop and just have the part behind it. So we'll take that smooth output and we'll use the clip surface tool for this. So we'll clip it. Initially we'll just clip by the default, see what it results in. Turn off the smooth version already so we can see what the result is. And there we have the clipped version. That's the wrong side, so we'll need to rerun this again and take the other side, run this again. Let's move the other one. There we go. Just wait a few seconds. And here we have our resulting surface from our digital outcrop information. Alright, that brings us to the end of this video.